Hello everyone, Paul the 3rd MC here, and welcome back to another Texture Pack Tuesday. So I decided to stick with that name and kind of just put it in quotes, so it's a little bit deceiving here. But anyways, this resource pack, holy crap, it looks amazing. It is called Candyland. I will leave a link to the download below. Of course, go check out that page. Give it a diamond, tell them I sent you. But anyways, if you can't already tell, it is like candy all over here. So it kind of reminds me of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but this is really cool. So anyways, without further ado, let's begin. So anyways, right here it looks like we have the oak wooden planks stairs, the oak wooden planks, and the oak wooden plank slabs. Now down here we have the glass pane, and it looks like it's surrounded in a candy cane pattern, which I like. And it's also nice and clear in the middle. Now the cobblestone is a pink color, so that is that. Now right over here, cake is cake, can't really do much. Of course, that is that. Anyways, sand looks like this, and it looks like brick. Looks like the Hershey chocolate bars, so that's really unique. I actually really like that. Right here is a dispenser with all the ingots and ores. Redstone's M&Ms, that is really awesome. That's really cool. Then here's a dropper. Now right in the house here, we have my cats, which are unchanged. This texture pack still being worked on, as most of them are from 1.6.1. Anyways, looks like water is red. That is interesting. Can't wait to see that over there. Anyways, right here is a cauldron. Here's a brewing stand with water bottles inside. Paintings look just about the same. Let me itch my nose. And then right here, we have a chest with some potions. Here's an enchantment table. Here we have 2 beds. Here is a furnace, which it looks like it's almost like a chocolate color here. And finally, we have the crafting table, which looks like that. Now right over here, we have the note block and the jukebox, which it looks like they didn't quite get the top texture there, but that's always pretty cool. I like that. And anyways, right up here, we have the bookshelves, which are just about the same. And finally, this is actually really cool. The glowstone are Skittles, it looks like the yellow ones on top, which that's really unique. I like how they're actually incorporating actual candy, which speaking of which, candy corn torch. That is amazing. I really like that. Anyways, right here are the sandstones. Here we have the regular sandstone. Here we have the hieroglyphic sandstone. And here we have the smooth sandstone. On top, we have the sandstone stairs. Now, right over here, the first thing that pops into my brain right here is, boom, Daisy Cupcake, Rose Lollipop. That is amazing. The lollipops look really nice. Well done, definitely. And redstone lamps are not yet changed, and that is the daylight sensor down there. Anyways, here's the oak tree with its stairs, slabs, and planks. Here is the pine or the spruce tree with its stairs, slabs, and planks. Finally, here is the birch tree, which looks like it's a green color with its stairs, slabs, and planks. My god, that is a mouthful. Finally, there we go, finally, we have the jungle tree with its stairs, slabs, and planks with a fully grown cocoa bean and some red vines on the side. So right over here, we have the wool, which never know really what to say about this, but the wool in this texture pack looks very smooth. I like it. Well done indeed. Anyways, just a quick note, grass is red, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, right over here we have the circle stone brick and some droppers. Here is the sugarcane on top of dirt. Looks like wheat is it looks like the wheat are lollipops, and that's awesome. Now, I would harvest wheat so much more if this was actually it. So, anyways, looks like we have a jack-o'-lantern with, is that candy inside? Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. And we have a strawberry, even though it's actually a melon, right here. Then here's some clay. And looks like we have a multicolored cactus right here. I'm loving this texture pack, guys. So first thing, water's red. I mean, it would have been cool if it was like a chocolate river, but I'm kind of thinking they're going with, I'm not going to go with a blood red, but kind of like a, I don't know, like a juice? Something red. I don't know. Still, it looks really cool. It's definitely eye-catching to say the least. Anyways, we have the giant mushroom right here. It looks like ice cream cone mushrooms for the tiny ones, and then the giant mushroom is unchanged. And those are on top of mycelium. So let's go check out the lava, and there we go. Here's the answer to my chocolate river. The lava is brown and a chocolate color, surrounded by this very cool-looking obsidian. That really is eye-popping. Anyways, right here, we have some red water again, surrounded by cobblestone. So that pretty much settles that. Now I'm going to go show you guys the ores in the mini stronghold for this texture pack. Hopefully they live up to what I'm seeing so far, because this is definitely very cool indeed. Anyways, right here, we have the regular stone bricks with the crumbling stone brick and the mossy stone brick, if I'm not mistaken. Right in here, the iron bars are candy canes, so I think I might have to eat my way out. Anyways, right here, we have some red cobwebs, so let's head down here Right here we have a stone flooring, and it looks like the ores. Woo-wee. They look pretty cool. Anyways, right here is the ender frame with the Eye of Ender and some endstone. It's like the, whatchamacallit, like the confetti cupcakes it looks like to me. That's what I think it is. Anyways, looks like we have the diamonds as maybe jelly beans? I don't know. I'm not too good with my candy vocabulary. But anyways, those are the diamonds with the diamond blocks. Here's some gummy bear gold. There we go. I can recognize that with the gold blocks. Here are, maybe these are, jawbreakers? Maybe a gumball? I don't know. But anyways, there's the iron with the iron block. Here's the mossy cobblestone. Here's the bedrock. And boom! Woo! Look at that gravel. I just want to walk into it. Like, I feel like I can dive into this. I mean, I know it's not going to work, but that is my favorite block of this texture pack. Yes, that's awesome. Anyways, right here we have the M&M redstone surrounded by the redstone block and the redstone wire. Here is a candy lapis with the lapis lazuli block. Looks like we have the coal ore. Is this licorice? It probably is. It probably is. I don't really like licorice, so I can't really tell here. And we have a coal block right here. Right over here, we has emeralds. We have emerald ore with the emerald block, and that pretty much settles that for the ores. Looking very good. I love this texture pack so far. Anyways, right up here, it's whatchamacallit, a chocolate egg. That's really cool. Anyways, let's take a look at the mobs. Very derpy pig right here. I love that. Looks like we have the chickens right here laying their eggs, and the mushrooms have the giant ice cream cones on top. Oh, it's actually like a kind of like a dairy cow now. Okay. And the wolves are not yet changed, but let's go to the cows, which kind of look like butterfingers, maybe, or like a... I can't really tell what you are, I'm sorry. And finally, we have the pink sheep, of course, for the occasion. And that's it. I gotta try this. I want to know what pink-dyed sheep look like. Are they still pink? Pink-dyed. Let's try this. This has to... Oh, they turn a magenta color. Okay, that's creative. I like that. That sheep can be forever pink. And anyways, this really caught my eye. The nether brick is a pink and blue color, quite the opposite of the hell nether that we all know. And here's the netherrack on fire. These kind of look like hot tamales, if you guys know what those are. But anyways, right here we have the pillar quartz, which is once again a candy cane pattern. And let's go check out the nether. Here's a single chest. There's glowstone again. And let's go see what the nether looks like. Oh my god. It's just colors everywhere. I actually really like the hot tamale netherrack. This texture pack, I'm going to give it so much credit on its creativity. Seriously, well done. One of my favorites I've ever seen, theme-wise. Anyways, right here is the nether wart. Can't really tell what that is. Maybe it's like peanut brittle. I feel like I could be getting these totally wrong, but that could be it, and it is on top of soul sand. And right in here, we have the nether brick, which looks like a bar of soap, in my opinion, or those Pez things, I think. And then, well, of course, we have a mint-shaped nether quartz. Now, let's walk across here. We have just an array of colors everywhere, but it is surrounded by the nether brick fence, some glowstone on the outside. Then right here's the pillar quartz, here's the chiseled quartz, yet unchanged, and there's the regular quartz. So once again, still a work in progress, as most texture packs, or resource packs, I should say, are for 1.6. Let's check that out. I don't know how that's there, but it looks really good so far, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, in here we have the nether fortress. I mean, Jeb really did say he wants to lighten the nether brick eventually. I think this is the new thing, Jeb. Jeb? Say hello to your new nether brick. Anyways, there's the nether in its entirety, with its chocolate lava raining below. It's almost like a hot fudge, actually, if you think about it. Wouldn't it be? I don't know. I'm not a big chocolate eater. Quite the opposite of most of you guys would probably think there, but that pretty much settles that. So anyways, we're just about done with it. Let's go check out Samuel in his castle. And of course, before we do that, let's check out the beacon. Looks like it once again continues with the candy cane pattern on the outside. It is pink, of course, with the beacon heading up in the sky. Finally, oh, it looks like it's raining here. Let's go check out Samuel. Here we are walking up stone brick slabs surrounded by cobblestone. Always a difficult journey. Let's see. Oh, Samuel, you're never changed. He just keeps getting the bum deal every texture pack. Well, hopefully the villager will be turned into something cool. But finally, to end this off, I'm going to show you guys the mobs of this texture pack. And of course, the creative inventory, just in case you guys want to get a closer in-depth look. Now, I was staring at these earlier, and they're actually really cool to look at. So, looks like we're doing this in the rain. We're singing in the rain. They do not seem to want to spawn. Who will win? Who will win? You can see them just all spinning. I really want to see one spawn. Am I even... Oh, moment of silence for that. Okay, let's go to P. There we go. Oh my god. So it looks like a zombie is a gingerbread man. A skeleton looks like that. A creeper. I don't want to punch that thing, but that's cool. Here we have a spider. And finally, there we go. These mobs look awesome. That is the Enderman. That is amazing. I love that. Anyways, as we're doing this in the rain here, I'm going to show you guys the creative inventory. That is what the armor looks like. So, of course, what I do here, for those of you who are new to the channel, which I do seem to have a lot of you, I just scroll down here. Of course, the zombies are breaking the door. I'll have to kill them before they finish that. I just show you guys what's new. Ooh, a chocolate muffin cupcake. I'd eat that a lot. Anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, of course, leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, as it does help me out a lot. And I always love a new addition to the 3rd Brigade, as that is what I call my subscribers. But anyways, guys, my name is PaulthethirdMC. Let's snipe this guy to death before we go here. There we go. And I will see you next time.